Fantastic. David, just want to make sure, am I catching it at a good time right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. How's your Monday going so far?
So far, so good.
I hope that it's not flooding where you're at.
No, I'm in one of the few sweet spots. We don't get much flooding here, thank God.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I mean, we're in Bellingham, so Everson and I'm sure like Mount Vernon and stuff like that. Everson, it's they got quite a bit of water out there that you can have a swimming pool in your backyard without needing to build one.
Yeah, that's how it is over Mount Vernon and Burlington way, definitely.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it'll stop raining, but it seems like we're gonna get another week or so for it.
Yeah, well, we got sunshine here on Whidbey Island right now, so I guess we're in the clear, lucky.
Oh, nice, good for you. So, David, I'm just gonna go over some information on your property, okay? Just to make sure everything is correct, and then I'll be able to kind of share with you where we're at in price, and hopefully together we can come to an agreement on a price that work for you and work for us, and be able to move forward to buy your property today, okay?
Okay, Joe.
And if we can't, David, not a problem. No harm, no foul, okay?
Works for me.
Okay, perfect. But before we start, I just want to say I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity you're giving our company. And like I said, hopefully we can work something out, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so we are talking about 2272 William, correct? William Road?
Correct.
Fantastic. Now, David, I understand that getting the right price is important to you, but besides getting the right price, what is another reason that you would consider selling this property?
Well, it's kind of like this. The way property taxes and everything are going up, I'm starting to get kind of priced out of the market. So I want to do not so much a downsize, but kind of like a sidestep.
Ah, okay. As far as seeing, okay, so your plan is when you sell this property, are you planning to buy another one, David, or no? Or are you gonna rent?
No, I'm gonna buy.
Okay. And do you have to sell this one in order for you to buy the next one, or no?
Technically no, but it would definitely make it a lot easier.
Nice. Okay. Are you gonna stay in Washington State, or are you moving out?
I'm gonna stay in Washington State. My mom is almost 90 years old, and I'm here as long as she is.
Nice. Okay, I got you. So you're staying there just to help take care of her and everything, right?
Correct.
What a good son, David. I wish I can say the same. So let me see. Okay, if we can agree on a price that work for you and work for us, David, how soon are you looking to sell and close escrow on the property?
Well, I would probably need 90 days just to, make sure that I can get into somewhere.
Of course. Okay, so 90 days closing or sooner, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so let me see. As far, so it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, and roughly about 21, almost 2200 square feet. Do you know roughly what year the house is built?
Yeah, 2012.
Oh, okay. So it's fairly new. Mm-hmm. Are you the original owner then, David, or?
Yes.
Okay. And then, okay, so you mentioned about repairs. I guess I want to know is, do you know what kind of repair updates or work we have to do to the property after we buy it from you?
Well, there's definitely some electrical work that needs to be done in the master bedroom. Aside from that, the yard needs some maintenance and probably a fresh coat of paint.
Okay. So would you say 5,000 to 10,000 will put this property in perfect condition?
I'd say a bit more than that. I mean, there's some outlets that have stopped working, and I know it's gonna have to go into the walls to take care of.
No problem. So you think, okay? So would you say about 20,000 or so then?
20 to 30, yeah.
Okay,
easily.
Not a problem. So 20 to 30, and it seems that you own the property free and clear, right?
Correct.
Okay. And what do you think the property's worth in today's market, David?
I saw a loose estimate saying that I should. It was on Redfin suggesting I should ask $704,000 for it.
Oh, okay. How much are you hoping to get for it? I'm sorry.
Well, 550, because like I said, there's yard repair.
Yeah.
And and then there's the electric, the painting, and there's a few things. The roof probably needs a little bit of attention too.
I see, gotcha. So you're hoping to get about 550 per the property, and you're thinking it's worth about 750. You said, David.
There's 704.
Okay, 704. Okay, got it. Now, David, I mean, we are willing to buy the property in as-is condition, so which means we'll take all the repairs, all the work that the house is going to need. So the nice thing about selling us your property is there's no work or cleanup you have to do. We want to make sure that this is a hassle-free sale for you and an easy transitions for you into your new property. So with that being said, David, do you know what's the best you'll be able to do for us?
So what do you mean?
So I'm saying that if we take care, so we're willing to buy your property in as-is condition. I can probably get my team manager to also take care of all your closing costs and all your fees as well. So that's including the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, the escrow fee. If there's any commissions, we'll be the one who's responsible for it. Since there's no mortgage on the property, which is good, which means that whatever price that we agreed upon, David, that'll be the net amount that you walk away with at closing. So if we were to cover all costs, all the fees, taking over the property as is, and close this in the next 90 days or sooner for you, I guess what's the least you would consider as a walkaway net to you would be after everything's said and done?
Well, that's where I'm saying 550.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, David. I'm working from home today just because we got a little flood, so I couldn't make it to the office. So I hope that the dog noise didn't bother you. I apologize. Yeah, okay.
I've got corgis myself, and I know they can be noisy. So.
Yeah, I got two. What is it? One is a Shih Tzu, the other one is a Maltese, and then one of them is a beach con. So the small one, it always seems to be the one who like the loudest.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the big dog, they don't do much, but the small one's always been the one who barks the most.
Yeah, that's the same story here.
So here's what I got as far as in the approved amount, David, and I know it's probably a little bit lower than where you would, for the property. So, would you consider? So this is net to you, David. Would you consider $415,000 in your pocket after everything's said and done?
Probably not. That's what I would have to discuss with the other half.
I see. So you're not the only one that's on the title?
Well, no, I'm the only one that's on the title, but like they say,
the wife,
happy wife, happy life.
I agree with you. Okay, so the 415 is definitely too low for her to accept, right, David?
More than likely, yes.
Okay, but do you think that would she consider anything less than that 550?
I'll have to talk to her about that and then get back to you if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, not at all. I just want to know if because here's the biggest thing, David. I don't want to waste your time and the wifey's time. If we can come to something that's agreeable, great. If we can't, not a problem. I don't want to bother you.
No, I understand.
Yeah, I can tell that 415 is too low, but I know that we have rooms to move. I just don't know if the wife she's open to anything less than the 550, or is she pretty stuck on that?
Yeah, well, like I said, I'd have to talk to her, and I can't promise anything tonight because of the fact she won't be home for a while.
I see, not a problem. But then let me ask you this, David. I mean, I can certainly call you back tonight, but if you were to go to her and ask her, what do you think the number that she would be happy with as far as in selling the property?
I'd probably say close to 5, but then again, like I said, I'd have to talk to her about that. So
you're thinking that so right around 500,000 is what she would consider selling it for, but you're not sure, obviously, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to her.
Well, I mean, here's what we're gonna do then, David, because I can take that number and then run it across my team manager as well. And then I can call you back tonight where you and the wifey are both there, and I'll be able to kind of let you know yay or nay if that's something that worked for us. Would that work for you?
Yeah, that'd be fine. And if you call after 7 o'clock tonight, that would be perfect.
Okay, so So if I call you at 7 p.m. tonight, the wifey will be there with you too, right?
Correct.
And what's her name, David?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, perfect. So David, I got you and Jennifer down for tonight, 7 p.m. Once again, my name is Kong. I'll give you a call back at that time, and then I love to discuss with you and the wife, and then see if we can come together with something that works or not. And if not, that's not a problem, okay? But at least I want to give it a shot, because I want to take this number and run it with my team manager and see if we can even make something happen, okay?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, David, thank you so much for your time. I'll talk to you tonight at 7 p.m., okay?
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I mean, that's all you can do, okay? So listen, when they say they don't know, honestly, they know, right? They know. Him and his wife probably already discussed about it. But the thing is that when you're on the phone with the husband or with the wife, maybe he's willing to go, right? Like right now at a certain number. But sometimes they're still not sure if obviously the wife is willing to go any lower. You know what I mean? Like they probably already discussed that they want to see in the 500,000. But then when you came in so low, that he like, oh man, I don't know. Maybe I do want to sell at this price. But they are not sure that obviously if the wife would be ready to go at this point. So as you can see how I overcome that objection. Okay. Wait, what did he say the wife's name again? Was Jessica? Was it? Oh, no, Jennifer. I got to make a note. I'm terrible with names. So Jennifer. So Jennifer's the wife. So, I mean, there is motivation. The property is worth, Jess, thank you. Jesse, thank you. So Jennifer, so the property is worth, so 700,000 minus 30%. So that put me at 490, and it's going to need about 30,000 repair. So that's why I offer him 415, which means, if my minus, wait, hold on a second. 700,000 minus 30% minus 30,000. So that put us at 460. 460 is what the buyer will want to buy. I offer him 415. I'll probably call him back tonight. And I know in this case, most of my buyers that's buying in this area, 700,000 minus 25%, they don't need the 30% discount. So let's see how high I can go. That puts us at 525 now, minus 30,000 repair. So 495 is what that buyer would pay. So, I mean, I can go as high as 450 because I want to make at least 25,000 on this deal. So my highest offer I can go is 475. That's the highest I can go and still make 25,000 all on this deal. I think if I get it for 475, I can send it out for 500,000 and make my 25K. So as you can see, when I go into a negotiating or an offer, I typically want to go in with at least a $25,000 spread. I don't care about 5,000. I don't care about 10,000 because I don't care about doing a bunch of deals. I think it's just a lot more work. It's just a lot more work that you don't need to. So when I go in, I rather get more no, but when they do accept my offer, that I will make it worthwhile. Does that make sense? Like I want to make that one call worthwhile. So I don't care about, doing 5 deals a month at $5,000 per deal. Like I can probably do that in my sleep, right? So I don't care about that. I'd rather just do 1 deal a month at $25,000 a deal or $50,000 a deal or $100,000 a deal. Does that make sense? Like I know I'll get more no, but in return, less work and I'll make a bigger profit. So let me try to see if I can run my comps on this really quick here, just to double check what it's actually worth. Because the tax assessed value. So the cool thing here is when you look for motivation, I can quickly identify how motivated a seller is. So he wants 550, right? But the tax assessed value is 610,000. So he's asking for almost $100,000 less than the tax assessed value. Typically, it's a very good sign. Like that's a very good sign. So you get a seller who wants less than the tax assessed value. That right there, my friend, is a hot lead. So you need to get on the phone. You need to call the seller back ASAP. So this lead came from our Facebook ads. Okay. This lead came from our Facebook ads. And let me share with you where I got the lead. Okay. Here's where I got the lead. So let me share with you. Let me share with you the screen. Hold on a second. So I got my lead from, let me just put in here. So I got my lead from this software called kingdata.ai. Okay. Let me share with you exactly how to quickly pull a list of motivated seller right now. Before I get into that, for those of you who want to get into wholesaling, who want to learn virtually wholesale from me, like I never met the seller. I never seen his property. We close everything all over the phone remotely. So this is something you can work from home. So if you are looking for a side hustle or a second stream of income, or maybe you want to make it either a part-time or a full-time gig, right? It's totally up to you. Whether you want to make 10,000 a month or 100,000 a month, totally up to you. But I think that you want to get to the point where you can at least make $25,000 a month. So that's just one wholesale deal a month, right? So if you are looking to build a second stream of income where you want to work from home, no license, no experience, you don't need a boatload of money to get into the game, I'll give you the contract. I'll give you my script where I'll teach you how to talk and negotiate with homeowners just like I do. I'll give you a step-by-step virtual wholesaling course over 100 hours, everything that you needed. And I'll give you access to my private community. Okay, so you can network, you can ask questions and get support. So if you're interested in it, less than what you pay for dinner. Okay, so here's how you get access to it. Just go to skool.com/WTM club, or you can check the link in my bio. And let me share with you exactly what you get once you join. Now, if you're thinking, hey, Kong, I'm just going to try this for 30 days. I'm just going to try this for 60 days. If all you think is you're just going to try it for 30 days, then I suggest you shouldn't even get into the game, to be honest with you. Because you're not here to try to get lucky. If you're trying to get lucky, go to Vegas. But if you're here to build real skill, to build real business that can take care of you and your family in the future, right? Then you need to commit. Okay? So here's what you're going to get inside of my Skool community. So if that's you, you're like, Kong, I am so ready. I've been following you. I am so ready. What I do want you to know is I used to charge $2,000 for everything that I'm about to give you for just $67 a month. Okay. So once you join the club, all you do is go to click on classroom. This is where the contract, the script, and all the courses that you need to help you close your first or your next wholesale deal completely remotely, virtually. And there's also page 2. And I launch new course. I drop new course every single week, and you get access to all of this at no extra cost. Okay, all included. Okay, so if you sign up for monthly, then obviously it's $67 a month. But if you pay for the whole entire year, you click annual, then you save about 30%. So which means your monthly comes out to like less than what you pay for lunch. Okay. So let me share with you the software that let me show you how to quickly pull a list. Okay. Now I want you to understand that nothing works if you don't. Okay. Dreams don't work unless you do. Knowledge without, information does not equal transformation. Knowledge without execution ain't going to change your bank account. Okay. So which means you got to put in the work. You got to implement. I said this all the time. There is no lack of information. There's just lack of action and lack of commitment. A lot of you're not taking enough action and you're not committed enough. Okay. Oh, I can show comment on stage. Oh, cool. Look at that. Oh, damn. I just know about this. Look, now the comment is coming in right in front of the screen. Okay. So let me share with you. Midnight. I don't have time for a cold call role play because after this, Lana and I are going to go for a walk. And then I'm going to go to the gym after this. I actually just got done eating. And I jump on a live because we just got a lead came in. And I know a lot of you get a lot of value by listening to how I talk to seller. And that's why I decided to jump on live. But I won't have time for a cold call role play. But I do have a few minutes to share with you. So this is the software that I use. Okay. So once you get in, just click get started. And depending on your budget, how much you have, okay, you can either choose the basic plan or the pro plan. And I would suggest that you just start with the basic plan, okay? It's $149 a month. Now, if you click annual, if you pay for the whole entire year, right, you will save about $50 a month, but you got to pay the whole lump sum up front. So it depends on, right, your budget. But if you want, I would start with the basic plan. Okay, start with the basic plan, see how you like it, because you can always upgrade or downgrade. But this is the software we use to get data. Okay, so what you want is you want good data. So let me share with you where what lists I would pull if I were you. Okay. So let me log in here really quick here. I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to show you how to do it. And the key is you got to go implement it. Don't just watch this and put it on the sideline. Like, actually go take action. And you'll be surprised. A lot of you always look at a glass half empty instead of half full. Like, what if it worked? What if you got to do in the next 30 days or 60 days? You know, what if? A lot of you be like, well, what if I lose my money? Dude, you spent more on you. I can almost promise you, every one of you who's watched this, I can almost promise that you spend $150 on some of the stupidest shit and didn't even give you a return. And you don't even think twice. But then when it comes to investing yourself or into your business that can actually make you money, you think too much. Okay. And that's just lack of, that's just bad mindset. So here we go. So once you log in, all you need to do is click on property leads. Okay. Give me your city and state. Drop me your city and your state. Benjamin said, I'm actually broke. Well, Benjamin, dude, there's no reason why, bro, that you should say that when you're living in one of the richest country in the world. The reason you don't got any money, Benjamin, number one is you're lazy. You don't want to work. Number two, dude, is you're a spender. That's all it is, bro. You're either lazy or you're a spender. It's one of the two, bro. That's the reason why you're broke, dude. There's honestly no reason, man, that you guys should be broke, dude. There's absolutely no reason. So you're telling me that if I go down the streets, the homeless has more money than you? Come on, man. Shh, don't even get me started, bro. Like, dude, don't even let me start it, dude. A lot of you, dude, you're making too much excuses instead of focus on making money, right? Like, you're like, oh, I'm too good for this, I'm too good for that, dude. You're worse than a homeless guy. If I go down the streets, I'll see a homeless. I say, hey, how much money you have right now? I'll be like, whatever you got, dude, I'll match it. And I did a video about it. There's a homeless lady. I drove to her and I said, hey, how, right? I said, hey, do you have $67? Because if you do, I'll match it. You know what she said? She reached in, she said, I don't have 67, but give me 3 hours and I'll come up with it. And literally 3 hours later, I came back, dude. She got the money. So I gave her. So I match it. A lot of you have to make excuses. That's all it is, dude. Because I'm sure that there's something in your house that you can literally put on Craigslist, put on Facebook Marketplace, sell it, and get 150. But you choose not to. That's all it is, dude. It's a choice. You choose not to do it. Because you care more about the couch than your bank account. You care more about the lunch out than your bank account. You care more about whatever it is, your shirt, your jeans, your pants, your shoes, your TV. You care more about that, dude, than your future. Okay, let's go with Cleveland, Ohio. So what you do, Brian, is that once you lock in, dude, right here, just go Cleveland, Ohio. I can't even spell Cleveland, so as you can see that you don't need to be smart or educated. Cleveland. Oh my gosh, dude. CL. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't have time, but then my writing my spelling just sucks. Okay, once you go here, okay, bro. So Brian, this is for you, okay? Here you go, and then you click on filter. Everyone who's watching this, click on filter. We're going to get rid of others. We're going to get rid of apartments. We're going to get rid of townhouse and condo. We're just going to focus on single family and multifamily. As you guys can see that I'm working from home today. It is truly raining and it's pouring and we got flood exactly where we're at. And as you can see, when my dog bark, I came in, handle it like a pro. So if you have kids in the background who all of a sudden scream, shout, or whatever it is, just, come in and say that. homeowners. It makes you even more human, right? But obviously you want to find a quiet space and don't get disrupted. But what I'm saying is that you can actually work from home and you can make money wholesaling from home. And then after that, we're just going to go. A lot of you, man, what you need to do is just focus on tax delinquents. I love tax delinquents. If you don't know what tax delinquents is, these are people who owe property tax. And if they don't pay, they're going to lose it to the city or the county. Just like if they don't pay their mortgage, they're going to lose it to the bank. Okay? So tax delinquents, there's 24,000. And then we're going to go down here. So what's cool about this software, it has AI integrated in here. So it can tell you exactly 90 days before someone would get into a financial burden or situation. And you can redeem your credit right here. If you sign up for the basic plan, you have it only allow you per zip code. If you have the pro plan, then it's the entire county. But you can redeem your credit here. Typically, I use 500 because we want to narrow this list down. Okay, we don't want to blank market to everybody because obviously a lot of you don't have the budget for that. But we want, we don't want to talk to 24 nonsense people. We want to talk to people who are in motivation. Okay, who has motivation. So as you can see, I put in an AI score of 500. So the higher the score, so they rank this. So they rank from 0 to 1,000. 1,000 means the higher the number you go, the more desperation and motivation that homeowner is. And it uses AI to sniff through all of these. And dude, it'll be able to tell you. It's just really, really badass. And then let's just say that you don't want to use this. You can choose not to use it. Okay, so we choose not to use it. I'll share with you other ways to filter it out. Okay, so watch this. If I put 700, right? I'm just giving you an example. Watch how it takes that list down even small. So it went from 24,000, right, to now a good size list for you to target is around 4,000. Okay, but let's just say that we can erase this, and I'll share with you other ways to filter it. And I show you all of this inside of my Skool Community, all the courses on what list to pull, every single type of list, custom built your own list. We can go down here and we can go with owner type. We want it to be individually owned. We don't care about business, government, trust, none of that. I guess you could, but because we just want to focus on individual, just to make our list really nice and tight. Now we took it down to 17,000. Let's just say that we want them to own the property for at least 15 years, right? Which means there's equity in the property. So now take the list down to 9,572 people. Now, if you want to stop there, you can. But let's just say you want to go even smaller. You'd be like, hey, I want all these people to own the property for 15 years or more. I want it to be they own it in the individual name, which is it should be a mom and pop. And I want them to be all out of states. So click on all out of states. Now you have to own custom motivated seller lists of 200 people. Now 200 might be a good list for you. So with the click of a button, bam, that's what we do. We send out a letter to these homeowner. But remember, every letter you send out costs you about a little over $1. So let's just say you don't have the money for that. Then you click on this. And then guess what, my friend? Everything in here, Brian, is included with the skip tracing. So you don't have to pay for skip tracing. So now look at this. They got their contact info. They got their email. So I would call, I would text them, and I would email them. And then let me see here. And then you just continue to go down the list. And a lot of you're trying to be so fancy. You're like, hey, how about this app, that app? Just when you don't have the money, majority of your money should not go into like a bunch of different systems. Should go into one is this software because you need data. Number two, it should go into your marketing. And then, dude, operate everything from this, dude. Just operate everything from your phone, dude. You do need a Google number, right? So that way they're not calling your direct line. Okay, so we go back here. And then you just continue to go down the list. And out of this, man, there should be one in here, hopefully, that you can make 10, 20, 30, $50,000 on. I would call them, I would text them, I would email them. And it's truly a one-stop shop. I can also run comps if I want to run the comps on this property. But here's what you need to understand. Before you run comps, don't waste your time. Talk to the owner first. Gather information, filter and qualify them first, right? If their price seems to within your ballpark, then you run comps. A lot of you, you're wasting time running all the comps, doing all the research, and then calling the seller before you call the seller. And then also when you call them, they want to retail. What a waste of time. Okay, so don't do that. That's the mistake that I made when I first started. But look at here, right? You can literally go through here and it'll tell you exactly. So anything in, so the black, right? So the black here is the house that we're trying to lock up on the contract, and everything around it. Anything that's red, it's sold. Anything in yellow is pending. Anything in green is active, but we just want to look at the sold comps if you're going to run comps, okay? But that's the list that I would pull. But that's where we get our data. And as you can see, there's so many different lists that you can target, okay? There's so many different lists that you can target. So let me stop this because I think that's all I got for you. Yep. So once again, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. But honestly, every single day, I get messages and DMs from some of you say, Kong, I've been following you 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And every single time when I ask, I say, well, what have you done? Have you closed a deal yet? And 99% of the time, the answer is no, I have not. Kong, I've seen you, I've been following you, but I haven't really taken action. I haven't really made a move. Come on, man. Shit. Imagine if you would have made the move the day that you saw me, right? The day that you found out about wholesaling, you decided, you know what? I'm going to go in. I'm going to learn. I'm going to master this, right? A year from now, you like, it's been 3 years you follow me. You probably could have made $25,000 a month. So stop procrastinating. Stop sitting on the sideline. Stop jumping from one shiny object to another. Because I promise you, just look at your past history. For those of you, like me too, man. I'm talking for myself as well. So stop jumping from one shiny object to another. There's no such thing as a get rich overnight, which means you're not going to get rich in 3 months, in 4 months, in 6 months. You're not. Which means you're not going to all of a sudden go from like, 30K a year to like all of a sudden making a million. Like you're just not. Okay, I'm being very realistic. You're just not. But you can go from making 30 or 40 or 50,000 a year to all of a sudden in the next 3 months close a deal that can make you an extra 25,000. So imagine how much that would impact your life. Even if you just do one wholesale deal every 3 months, that can make you 25,000, and you're doing this part-time, maybe an hour or two a day, or maybe something you just want to do on the weekend, right? And in 3 months, you close a deal, makes you an extra 25,000. And if you do that 4 times a year, because we got 4 quarters in a year, that just made you an extra $100,000. $100,000. And most people would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go into college debt just to make 6 figures. And you here can literally make 6 figures from wholesaling real estate. But it's not going to work if you're not going to put in the work and you're not going to be committed. It's just not going to work. Right? And you need to understand that it's not how hard you work, but it's what you do for work that will make you rich. A lot of you have too many jobs. If you have 2 to 3 jobs, my advice to you is pick one. The one that pays you the most. I don't care if you like it or don't like it. At this point of your life, it's not about choosing what you like. It's choosing what you must do. So if cleaning toilet pays you the most, then that shall be it. Get rid of the other 2 and then use that time, right? You got to live cheap, man. You got to live as poor, like just bare minimum. Just as barely get you by, right? And then take the extra cash, the extra time you have, and just dump it into your wholesaling business. Because that's how you're going to get ahead in life, my friend. So my question for you all who's watching this, would you, and I'm being really serious here, would you sacrifice 2026? No party, no vacation, no time off, no weekend off, no holiday off. Like you willing to start, like, you know what, Kong, my 2026, I'm willing to just give it all to wholesaling. And then also in 2027, you wake up with your own wholesaling business. You get to work from home or whatever it is you want, because all you need is a laptop, a phone, an internet connection. And all of a sudden you wake up 2027, you're making $25,000 a month. How would that change your life? Like, and all you need to do is sacrifice 1 year. That's it. But majority of you say you will, you're like, Kong, I would, but then when you go through the process, you just give up too early. You know? Quitter never wins and winners never quit. Nothing worth having comes easy. You know? So Benjamin, my advice to you, bro, is that you need to go get a job, dude. That's what you need to do, bro. You got no money, dude? Go get a job, bro. If you can't even hold a job, you don't have the commitment to do shit, bro. I'm telling you right now, dude. A lot of you, dude, you couldn't even hold a job. You're like, bro. Now listen, talk is cheap. Okay, talk is cheap. Action speaks louder, dude. Talk is cheap. A lot of you spend too much time talking. You need to spend more time doing. So honestly, Ben, like you shouldn't be watching me. What you need to do is go there, dude, and get a job, bro. That's what you need to do, dude. Okay, Kong, I would fire you with that accent, dude. I mean, like I'm unemployable. Like so, the thing is, dude, probably can't even afford me. Yes. You know what, man? I was. You see, if you want to be a good leader, you must be a good follower. If you want to be a master one day, you want to be a teacher one day, you must be a good student. And a lot of you do, if you're terrible at being a student, you ain't gonna never be a master, dude. What your suggestion for me with 10K at 17-year-old? Romeo, what you need, what I suggest you should do? Now listen, don't just ask me, but actually do it. Because right now, if I were in your shoe, Romeo, and I got 10,000 at 17, dude, here's exactly the move that I would make. At 17, bro, you got nothing, dude. All you got, here's what you do, dude. Step number 1 is join my Skool community. Honestly, this is something I wish when I first started. Okay, so out of your 10,000, you're gonna go ahead, dude, sign up for this, for my community. Go to skool.com/, right? That's the link right there. Cost you $67. Once you go in there, bro, you download the contract, right? Download the script, start studying, right? The next thing, dude, sign up for the software. Like I'm literally telling you what to do, but I can almost guarantee 9 out of 10 of you ain't gonna do it, which is fine. Because I don't need 9. I'm talking to the 1%, right? I'm talking to the doer. That's who I'm talking to. So what you need to do, dude, next, okay? And I don't know, right? You know me, but I don't know you. So I don't know which one of you are doer or which one of you are just talker. But I'm not interested in talking, all right? If you like to talk more than you do, just unfollow. I'm not here to be famous. I'm not here to get famous. I don't need a bunch of subscribers. I don't need a bunch of followers. I need to attract the 1%, just like me. The people who's like, Kong, dude, I have what it takes. I'm willing to put in the work. I'm committed. I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to make money, right? I want to go, dude, I want to be in the 1%. Just tell me what to do. I want to find the right vehicle that can get me there. Then let me show you. So the next move you're going to do, dude, is you're going to sign up for this software, right? And then go rewatch the video, dude. Go sign up for this software, okay, called kingdata.ai. So out of your 10,000, you just spent, you know what? Out of your 10,000, you just spent $67 on the monthly subscriptions because you need the contract. You need the script, dude. You need to know what to say when you get on the phone with the seller. Next, you're going to drop another $149 for the software right here. Okay, dude? And then sign up for the software. Now, since you got the money, I wouldn't just the cold call, okay? I wouldn't just cold call. So what you're going to do is, hold on a second. What you're going to do is you actually going to also send letters, right? Send these homeowners letters, okay? And then every weekend, Romeo, I want you to drive around your city and find at least 50 rundown houses, okay, that you can go home, plug it, punch it into, you know, kingdata.ai, the software, to get the owner number, call them, and then text them, okay? And then send them a letter. Just say, hey, my name is Romeo. I'm a local investor. I'm interested in buying your property for cash. No real estate commission, no closing costs, quick closing, interested, call me back, okay? Brian said, I got 2 jobs. So Brian, what you need to do is that, bro, you need to focus. Okay, Brian, here's my advice to you. Pick the one that pays you where you can live on one. Okay, live on one job, bro, and then quit the other one so you can take that time, dude, and put into your wholesaling business. Now, that's option number 1. Option number 2 is now, dude, if you got 2 jobs and you're like, Kong, I need both of those income, then what you need to do, dude, is now you need to wake up earlier or you need to sleep later. So which means you're probably going to squeeze you're going to lose at least a couple hours out of your sleep or whatever it is, dude, to wholesale. So you have 2 jobs. I would pick one, whichever pays you the most, drop the other one. But if you need both income because you have been a spender, right? So you've been spending a lot. So you need both of those income to help you pay the bills and maintain your lifestyle. Then you got to do what you got to do, dude. Which means you got to wake up earlier or you got to work a little bit later, right? But what you don't want is excuse. Okay? That's what you don't want. You don't want to start telling yourself, oh, yeah, because this, because that, that's why I'm not, that's why I can't. You only got 2 options. All right, Brian, you're either making money or you're making an excuse. And if you make an excuse, that's the reason why your bank account is not where it should be. But if you're making money, dude, your life will start to change, right? So prep your mindset up and have an attitude of a doer, right? A money maker, not an excuse maker. Which means, dude, you're going to do what you got to do. Okay? Let me see here. Romeo said, I've been hearing you running down the plan many times, and it takes a while to understand it. But now I'm really live how a boss life. Now I am ready, or really ready, am living the life boss. I just wrapped up my first semester of college, and I am ready. Let's rock and roll, dude. Romeo, let's rock and roll, dude. Okay? And honestly, for those of you who's like, who's going to ask me about, college and things like that, to be honest with you, I don't know what you're studying, unless you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. Whatever jobs, whatever college you're trying to go to, dude, in the next couple years, AI would wipe you out, dude. I think in the next couple years, maybe 4 to 5 years, college will be so irrelevant. Getting a college degree will just be a waste of time, will just be a waste of money. I mean, even now, I think most people go there just because of ego, right? Or maybe they're doing it for their parents, something to show off, to brag about. Like, I can care less, dude. Like, I tell people all the time, dude, I'm probably the dumbest person that you would met when it comes to, like, you're talking about like book smart, dude. I'm like the dumbest, right? But when it comes to making money, dude, that's all I care about, dude. You see, when you go to the bank, bro, bank doesn't care about what you wear, how you dress, okay? If you have a degree or not, they don't care about what car you drive. None of that matters. Do you know what they care about? How much money you make, okay? And your overhead, right? How much you make and how much it costs you. That's it. So all they care about is, you know what they care about, dude? It's your P&L, profit and loss, how much you make and how much money you have. That's it. And in this real world, bro, that's all most people care about. To be honest, like a lot of you be like, well, Kong, how can I be more confident? How can people respect me more? Win more, make more money. Okay? Because it'll change you into a different person, man. Okay? I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. I truly wish you guys the best. Okay? You're either going to lock in or you're going to clock in until you're 65. The info's there. The choice is yours. Until next time, take care. And let's go get this money. I'm out.